From Khamari to dry a tear. So this is a recommendation I received from my personal trainer, shout out to Yaw, at Yaw Experience on IG, fitness and stand-up comic, when we got to talking about R&B, specifically drawing a parallel to Frank Ocean in his vocal delivery and cadence. And my first impression of this Boston by LA, Berkeley-trained singer-songwriter is that, yeah, he absolutely sounds like Frank. It's borderline uncanny. But A, it's a difficult and expressive intonation I really happen to like, hard to complain with the long absence of his inspiration, and B, a deeper dive reveals Khamari is quite different in his artistic focus and presentation. His 2023 full-length debut on RCA showed some promise, but sounded like the tasteful, sample-driven production budget was compensating for writing and a tentative performance that felt a bit underpowered, and also showed as much of a D'Angelo influence on his overdubs and his compositions, which feels only amplified on Too Dry a Tear beyond the soft interpolation of Untitled on Sycamore Tree. And I'm going to say it's a good thing. Mercifully getting the hell away from RCA, the sound palette here is much more supple and organic, and a fantastic complement to his vocal tone. Thick, rounded bass lines, spare percussion, gentle keys, more than a few interesting guitar tunings that push against compositional structures that feel more traditionalist within R&B and blues, like the near vintage psychedelic rock tone on He Said, She Said, or the spacey touches on Naturally, Apollo 18. It's not as experimental as Frank has been, but it's also not trying to be, using its accessible framework to draw attention to the underlying songs and the words. And as a writer, yeah, I'll say there's growth here. Thematically, it appears to circle the push and pull of a quest for freedom, a quiet storm of messy, contradictory emotions where relationships are a near constant thorn or burr in his side, either too close on I Love Lucy or close, or not close enough on Sycamore Tree or The Watery Head in a Jar. Probably the weakest track as the lyrics play a little too literal, so you get the impression that Khamari is still grappling with what he actually wants in a relationship, as much as he's trying to be present and capture that atomized, conflicted emotion. But in his passionate yearning, he keeps on stumbling through, with a couple aspirational character moments like the quiet frustrations of Acres, or the old blues lament, Lord Forgive Me, until he recognizes that the journey must truly begin and he ventures free. For as much as a slow burn as this is, I do feel like there is a defined arc. So in short, it's got the feel of someone with impeccable training and poise growing into looser, more naturalistic songwriting, while still within a mostly traditional framework. Definitely a restrained, quiet storm listen. It's gonna fly under the radar, but it's really quite strong for it. Frequently on the cusp of greatness, I'll say give it a shot. Check it out.